Boob Tube? Josh here today. Finally got some RX-7 parts that are going to allow me to start mocking the motor in the Miata. So let's go ahead and get these bad boys out. Yep, Old Faithful and Reliable. Helping me out with doing my parts run. So I got a S4 NA plates from a buddy that had some, that the step ridge is so much better. It's within wear tolerance versus the ones that I have currently. So and also trans. So I got a trans to mount up so I can make sure everything fits. But anyways, I'm gonna get these out and get started on working on stuff, and we'll be right back. Alright, so it's been a few days since I filmed that intro. Finally getting to work on cleaning the transmission a little bit. And so yeah, it's pretty grody. I need to clean this thing off pretty good. Oh, that's lovely. Just smear the black all over it. Yeah. Well, at least I know where I've cleaned then. We'll see how well this engine cleaner stuff does that I have soaking on it. Somebody like to do clutch dumps in this transmission, but hey, I now have an FC transmission, and yeah, so we'll get this cleaned up, and then once I get it all cleaned up, I will come back and show you the finished product. Alright. So I need to go out and invest in some wire brushes, because that's the biggest wire brush that I have currently. But yeah, let's see how this spray stuff did for the most part. Well, it looks a little bit better on the outside. Nobody's ever going to see this though, so who really cares? This is the part that I'm worried about. See how well we got this. Well, it's definitely better. Still got a long ways to go though, so I'm gonna do another spray and rinse, or spray it down and scrub it down again, and we'll see how that turns out. Well, it's not perfect, but it's significantly better, and I shouldn't get my hands covered in oil and grease just by looking at it. So there's the inside. It's pretty much clean for the most part. Actually, I figured out that good old PB Blaster worked best. Spray it in there, let it sit for a little bit, and then it just pretty much sprayed most of it off. I had some actual engine detailing cleaner that I was spraying in it, and it wasn't doing nothing compared to what that did. But that's actually something that's designed to get in and break down stuff. So I'm gonna leave this sitting out here for a little while to dry, and yeah, it should be good to go. I think next I'm gonna work on cleaning up the irons to get them ready for to plug them. So I think that's gonna be next on my list. Get these bad boys all ready for some devcon. Gonna ruin some irons, a decent set of irons, just so that I can have a race car that goes really brap. And so yeah, let me get set up and get started on that. All right, so got the iron here, and I'm just gonna spray this out with some brake clean, so I'll be right back. Spray this down with a little brake cleaning. Well, I might actually have to stand it up so I can get the can to shoot. And then clean this bad boy out. Should be fairly clean anyways, but I don't know the extent of how this thing was ran. But these look much better than the ones that I got with the motor that I tore down. The step over here was so far out of spec I couldn't even justify trying to use them. But the goal here today is to just get these prepped, so that I can get ready for putting the steel devcon in them. I'm going to use some aluminum foil and shove it up in here so I don't have to fill the whole entire runner up with devcon, because that'd be very, very, very wasteful and unnecessary. Alrighty, so that's pretty. I'm gonna stick another piece, little ball down in there. Right here. So that gap is all filled in. It's amazing how hard this stuff is to tear once it's all pulled together and everything, or smashed together, I should say. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to call that good for that one. These coolant seals are actually in decent shape. Still not gonna, I'm not gonna reuse them, but they're much better off than the ones that I pulled out of the other motor. I had to literally scrape the other ones out. It took me forever. And then measured the step wear and was like, oh, these are worthless. So I don't even know why I spent all this time working on it. Don't you separate on me. Come here. There we go. That one went a lot better. Actually got more in the actual thing. So that one feels a lot better. So now that is ready for the devcon to be poured. Now I've just got 2 more to do. So I'm going to do those real quick. quick little update. Once the transmission is dry, I'm gonna bolt it to the motor, and here, I guess I can walk and talk. So once I get the transmission dry and everything, I'm going to lower the car back down, put the subframe underneath it, throw my mock-up motor in with the transmission that I've got out here, and see where everything lines up. I'll probably push this out and clean it as well before I do that, because working on nasty stuff is not a fun ordeal. But yeah, so with that, guys, hopefully it's entertaining, and I know content's been pretty slow. It's got a puppy, so been having to deal with that. I haven't really had a chance to really get down here and work on anything, because I have to keep an eye on her pretty much like I should be right now, but I'm not. But you know, it is what it is. So until next time, guys, happy birthday.